Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Jurassic World Dino Hybrid Carnoraptor. This is a brand new figure for this segment, formerly known as the Bashers and Biters, and this one is a true hybrid. It is part Carnotaurus and part Velociraptor. Packaging, as you can see here, is what we've been seeing with the Jurassic World Dino hybrids. It looks okay, not the best packaging, but it gets the point across. Side of the box simply says Jurassic World Hybrid Carnoraptor. Opposite side, exact same thing. And at the back, we get a look at the Carnoraptor. This is a render of it, and that actually looks a lot more detailed than what comes in the package. Yeah, this looks a lot better. It's too bad it didn't look like that. But it says you get chomping jaws, and here at the top, Hybrid Dinos Battle for Survival. So nothing new. Over here we get our authentic JW logo. Visit them online, Universal, Hasbro, and down here at the bottom, we get a look at a few other items in the Hasbro Jurassic World collection. Don't know why that's not a hybrid right there, but we've already reviewed all of these. So, okay, let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging and see what it's like. All right, you guys, so here is the Carnoraptor out of the packaging, and it's kind of vibrant. It's this very bright red color with some metallic gold on its head and then some stripes. Overall, it doesn't look that wonderful. It just seems like in comparison to some of its wave mates, like maybe the Dilophosaurus rex or the Spinosaurus, there's just not a whole lot of anything exciting going on with the coloring. It really should have been a little bit more exciting to look at. It has an okay sculpt. It's not wonderful by any means, and actually it looks a little creepy looking at it from the front. And to me, it kind of almost looks like a parrot, doesn't it? Like it kind of looks like it has a beak. It's kind of weird. And if this looks familiar to you, well, there's a reason for that. That is because this figure is actually a retool of Velociraptor Blue, which was the Bashers and Biters Velociraptor Blue that was released last year. Same exact body on both of them. The only difference you're seeing here is the fact that the Carnoraptor has a Carnotaurus head and a radically different paint scheme. Other than that, they're identical. Even the action features are the same. Give you a close-up here of the head sculpt. And, I mean, it doesn't really look scary. I mean, if anything, it just looks kind of creepy. Like, it looks like the left eye is lower than the right eye. Like, what's going on with that? It just looks strange. I mean, I guess it looks a little bit demonic, like you might think of a Carnotaurus, but I mean, it doesn't really look like scary or intimidating or anything. In fact, the detail on the head is kind of light. There's not a whole lot to see, which very much fits in with the rest of the sculpt since it's very light on detail as well. I mean, I guess it looks okay for something like a hybrid of a Carnotaurus and a Velociraptor. I mean, it kind of gets the point across, but I mean, I don't think it looks that great. And I've been a little more lenient with these Jurassic World hybrids than I was with the original Jurassic World toys. But this just really isn't too striking in any way. The sculpt, like I said, is the same thing that we saw before. So that means you're going to get your screw holes on this side of the figure. And as far as that paint scheme goes, it's basically like this bright red color. You do get this metallic gold here on the very front, and on the bottom it's kind of like a little bit more of an orangey red sort of color. And then you get these horns here on its head, which are like a dark brownish sort of color. And then you get some more spikes right here on the back of the neck. And then you get these stripes here in the back. These actually look pretty decent. You can see that there's like a bluish metallic sort of thing going on here on the back, and then at the very front of the tail right there. And the stripes have these yellow outlines, which kind of make them a little more visually striking. And I mean, other than that, that's about the extent of the detail. You do get your dino damage, same as you saw before in Velociraptor Blue. There's your JW logo. At least they did paint the claws, which is nice, and they did that for both the hands and the feet. As far as that action feature goes, again, it's the same as what we saw before. So you're going to just kind of just push the tail down, and it does this sort of thing where it's meant to look like it's roaring. I mean, it seems to work okay. It's the same thing we saw in Velociraptor Blue. It's not the greatest action feature, though. I mean, overall, this seems okay. It's just really not that great. Even for something as crazy and wild as hybrids, it just doesn't seem like something that was quite what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a little cooler, a little more fun, a little more visually interesting, but it's actually a little bit bland.
In terms of articulation, you can move the arms and you can move the legs, same as what we saw before.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Jurassic World Dino Hybrid Carnoraptor. Overall, you guys, it's an okay figure. It definitely is better than what we saw last year with the Bashers and Biters. There is more paint detail, but it's not quite as striking as what we're seeing on some of the other hybrids from this exact same wave. I like the idea of a Carnoraptor. I think that's actually pretty cool. This is merely okay. It's nothing too stunning. The execution just could have been a little bit better. The sculpt of the body is exactly as it was before, which means that there's not going to be a whole lot of detail on it. And the head pretty much matches the rest of the body. I guess if they could have given it a little more detail in the head, a little more texture, a little more of something visually interesting to look at, it could have potentially been better, but I guess if they wanted to fit that in with the rest of the body, then they did a good job in that respect. I'm okay with the color scheme. It just doesn't look quite as striking as I was hoping it might look, especially compared to some of the other hybrid toys. If you're collecting the Hasbro Jurassic World toys or the Jurassic World Dino Hybrid line, then you're probably going to want to add this to the collection just because it is different. It is a true hybrid, and in that sense, it is pretty cool that they did something like this. Here's hoping that they still release the Carnoraptor electronic growler that they teased at New York Toy Fair earlier this year. And if so, hopefully the execution is a little bit better than what we got here. It's not a bad figure by any means. I just think it's probably the weakest one in this specific wave of Dino Hybrid toys. Alright my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this look at the Carnoraptor. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And stay tuned because there's more Jurassic World Dino Hybrids on the way. Until next time my friends, bye bye.